Guardians. This is the final episode of our reality series. Over the last few weeks, we have talked about many sides of nursing, the reality behind the profession, the silence many nurses carry, finding your voices, the strength people do not always see, recognition, respect, fatigue, pressure, and the unseen truths that live behind the uniform. But today, I want to end with a simple question. After all of this, who are nurses really? If you ask 10 different people, you may get 10 different answers. Some will say caregivers, some will say healthcare professionals, some will say frontline workers, some will call nurses heroes, others may simply say they were there when I needed them. And perhaps that answer comes closest to the truth. Because at the heart of nursing is presence, being there. Sometimes with answers, sometimes without answers, sometimes with treatment, sometimes with comfort, sometimes with hope, sometimes simply with silence. Nurses stand beside people during moments that matter. Again, the first breath, last breath, recovery, fear, loss, and everything in between. Most people only experience these moments a few times in their lives, but they are part of ordinary days. That is why I chose the title Guardians, not because nurses protect people from every difficulty. No one can do that. But because nurses protect something equally important: human dignity, comfort, safety, trust, and sometimes hope. Many years from now, most patients will not remember every medication they received. They may not remember every procedure. They may not remember every detail of the treatment. But they often remember how someone made them feel. The nurse who listened, the nurse who stayed, the nurse who explained, the nurse who cared. And perhaps that is one of the greatest responsibilities we carry. Not simply caring for a condition, but caring for a person. As we close this reality series, I hope one thing has become clear. Nursing is not defined by tasks. It is not defined by uniforms. It is not defined by stereotypes. It is defined by people. People who show up, people who care, people who continue, even on difficult days. Especially on difficult days. And so, to every nurse listening, thank you. Not for being perfect, not for being a hero, but for being present. Because sometimes presence is the most powerful form of care. And before we say goodbye to this series, let me leave you with one final thought. Behind every recovery, behind every goodbye, behind every moment of hope, there is often someone quietly standing beside another human being. That person is usually a nurse. Thank you for listening. This may be the end of our reality series, but it is only the beginning of deeper conversations. In our next series, we will explore the emotional journeys, challenges, and human stories that nurses carry beyond the visible world of healthcare. Until then, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.